Okay, Tameks Ganatani. It is the morning of February 15th, 2015, and I believe we are still in the very last sliver of the moon Katto. Hard to tell this morning because we have cloud cover. Yesterday morning, the sliver was getting pretty small, but I imagine that if I didn't have clouds, I would still be able to see just a fragment of it. Which means we're transitioning into the moon Piitaiki'somm next, and that is when the owls and the eagles begin to nest. So I'm here at Sspopiikimi, planning to take a walk around with my good friend John Nightengale. Just waiting for John to arrive, and yeah, we're gonna see what's new phenologically. It's about 1 degrees below zero. Warm enough that I can be comfortable in my sandals and just a sweater, but that's me. A lot of people, this still feels pretty cold. So yeah, we're gonna take a walk around and see what's new. Just a little northern flicker here. John and I have been walking the west length of the pond and not seeing a whole lot. We saw a starling passing by in one of the cottonwoods on the golf course, and then we've seen a couple of magpies flying. Oh, there's a bald eagle we passed right under and didn't even notice. We walk right past this guy and didn't even notice. Wow. In Blackfoot, the bald eagle is known as Sspopiikimi, whitehead. Makes sense. Can't believe we just walked past that bird and didn't even notice him. John is on his way over. Try to get close enough for a good photograph. I'll just stay back so the bird doesn't spook. It probably will spook anyway, but stayed there while we walked right under it. Yeah, John has gotten very close. He's practically right under the bird now. I'm surprised it hasn't spooked out. Most of the time the bald eagles do not allow themselves to be gawked at, photographed at this kind of range so openly. My question is, what is this eagle doing right here? Like, normally, bald eagle is going to perch where he can see opportunities, and certainly right here, he has a wide view of the pond and the golf green. Of course, there's no geese or ducks around right now, so he must be hoping to go after something else. One thought that comes to mind right away is looking at the Sspopiikimi over here. There is some open water now because it was above zero last couple of days, and there's a possibility that muskrats and beavers, well, a very good possibility that muskrats and beavers have been coming out onto the ice. There's a chance the eagle is hunting for one of them, but it could be any number of things that it's after, any number of other animals. but its presence here indicates that it's watching for something to emerge that it has a bead on. And it certainly doesn't want to leave its perch despite John being right there photographing. It's one of the images of the bald eagle Piitaiki'somm that John captured during our walk this morning when I stayed back and he went to go and get as close as he could to the bird. This is quite an amazing image. I'm still really surprised that the eagle remained in place for this photograph, but it's very fitting for the time as we move into the eagle moon. Alright, we're here at the base of the high-level bridge and can see again the geese are displaying their pair territoriality, starting the territory behavior, staking out claims on islands.
Take a look at I think there are a pair of ravens on the that little sign on there. There are a pair of crows anyway, or corvids.
Oh yes. Well, yeah, I bet it's raven.
Well, it's normally where we've seen them, but it doesn't seem to have a particularly heavy bill.
It's a fair-sized bird, though.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, these geese perceive these anchors, bridge anchors, as islands, which they kind of are, but they don't have any kind of nesting material on them. And so the nests that I have followed in the past, if they don't have driftwood on them, like some of them do, hey, if you see some of these, like this pair here has a good spot with driftwood, but when the anchor doesn't have driftwood and the geese try to nest there, what happens is the female will pluck her, her downy feathers from her breast out to use as the nest, and the first good wind you get, the nest just blows away and it leaves the eggs sitting on cold concrete and they don't turn out. Yeah, this behavior you're seeing here is between a mated pair. Lots and lots of fights gonna happen here over the next couple of months. So whole.
There's a pair over there too.
Yeah, I saw them. These guys. And there's a whole clan down on the river island, but these ones at the bridge here are staking out claims. Gonna head down and see if we can find the owl. Just wanted to quickly document the couple of mallards landed. A pool of open water there across the river next to the geese. We were watching the unidentified corvids up here. There are two of them. One of them just kind of peeks over the top of the high-level bridge once in a while. The other one that was standing up
it's actually on that
took a flight. Oh yeah, there it is. Hey. Yeah, I bet you're right. I bet it is a crow.
I know we've seen ravens ravens exactly in this position, a bit
Yeah.
further in that direction, but that's not to say they don't share their property with
That's right.
other corvids.
Yeah, the ravens scout out this. I think they move along these tracks quite a bit to look for anything
Yeah.
that's been hit, or there's also the doves that live under the tracks.
Yeah.
All right, we have definite confirmation by oral evidence that the unidentified corvids are now identified as ravens. No sight of the owl in the one tree.
Black on black, terrible thing to try and figure out.
Gonna move through the rest of the owl wood here and see if we can find him.
This one, but
Yeah, I think it might have been this tree that we saw the eagle at before.
oh yeah, oh I think there are droppings there.
Yeah, there's droppings, and what we're looking at here, the wings of a couple of mallards. So somebody's brought a mallard over here and taken it apart. I'm guessing the eagle. One of the eagles, whether it's the same one we saw before or not, hard to say. We ran into a couple, or rather they literally ran into us. They were running. Ran into a couple who said that they had passed 2 eagles perched over this way before, and they thought the one that we were looking at was I kind of lost him from here.
Yeah, it landed in one of these trees on the riverbank.
Yeah.
I'm damned if I can.
Yeah, but they thought that the one we were looking at was one of that pair. John and I just came around the bend here and saw him.
Yeah, he's behind a tree right on the riverbank, not a particularly high one, but with a lot of white upper bark. Right behind, you can just see the black part of his back.
Oh yeah, I think I see him.
The closest, there's a small tree
Right.
on the edge, and then to the left of that there's a slightly bigger tree angled,
Yeah.
and he's about 2/3 of the way up. Hey, that is a downy.
I'm not sure.
It had an awfully heavy bill.
Does it?
Yep.
It could be hairy.
I mean, it's not, I know the hair is quite a bit bigger, but it seemed to me to have...
Get a look at his tail, if you can.
Not see any. Okay, it's full on. That's a hairy.
Yeah,
Oh, for sure.
right on.
The bill is huge.
No stripes on the white part of his tail. Hey?
I'm just going to try and get a picture of him.
Oh yeah. Yeah, his bill is pretty big. Yeah, I'm not seeing any stripes from here, so hairy woodpecker.
I haven't seen one for a long time.
And we won't see when he's gone.
Huh? Is it gone?
Yeah, he just flew away.
I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah.
I got a good view of the bill.
2 of them, they're just going over.
Oh
that
yeah,
way.
right. Oh, there they are again. Yeah, that's definitely. bill is massive.
Yeah, the female's right here now. So we have a hairy woodpecker couple staying down here. Yeah, definitely no stripes.
They aren't active.
Well, we're back at the parking lot now. I think that's all we're gonna see for this morning out there. Good to get the hairy woodpeckers and a couple of eagles. See what the geese are up to. And it's starting to warm up now. Ice might thaw a little bit.
Wouldn't be any point going over to the den site, would it?
We could go over there. I don't think they'll be out.
No.